Can't no part, all you know is kick back, run up on me, back, get back, 911. Somebody's son did die, we need police on dispatch.
They done got my boy, Leaf Ward, Lace Gang. They done got my boy, man. I heard the news the other day. It didn't come from a credible, well, I don't know if they're credible, but a news outlet that I never really heard of before, and I haven't seen none of the major news outlets report it. But from what I'm hearing, man, my boy got caught up with that switchy, and it's basically over with. You feel me? It's basically over with. He gone. You feel me? He gone. Forever long, he gonna be gone. That's what we trying to figure out right now in this video. Yeah, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. And let's see, man. They done got my boy Leaf Ward.
Leaf Ward, a rising rapper hailing from the streets of West Philly.
I'm a real mob member, nigga, this shit too in me. I don't think the law gon' forgive us, we got too many.
Who survived the streets of Philly.
I've been shot
Man,
once.
dog.
One time in my hand. I was driving like this. My hand went right there. Shit would've smacked me in my face.
Is now on his way to federal prison. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J.
1090J too. If y'all want the original video, it's gonna be in the description. My boy getting a little bigger, boy. He gaining a new chin.
And I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Leaf Ward going on a date with his girlfriend that may have cost him his rap career. Back in 2023, mass rapper Millies would drop Risk Takers, reaching over 16 million views, featuring Jersey's own Albiel and Philly's own Leaf Ward. This was Leaf's biggest feature in his career, next to Power by OT7 Kwani that hit 6.6 million. Leaf would drop a few songs of his own, gaining millions of views, and decline an offer to sign to ESTG, who he apparently saw as on the same level as himself. But one simple mistake would turn a rapper on the rise into a man in a cell. August 16, 2023, Leaf would visit the King of Prussia Mall, roughly a half hour away from Philly. Known for its luxury stores, the mall was no stranger to theft and crime.
At 5 tonight, investigators have released new details about the gun battle that erupted outside of the King of Prussia Mall. Andrew Wiley is now facing attempted murder charges after investigators say he fired at police. Chaos and confusion.
I'm gonna lie, bro, pull up on me, I might get terrified, bro. This nigga looks like he has nothing to lose. Boy. Absolutely.
Fired at police. Chaos and confusion at the King of Prussia Mall when a gun accidentally discharged. It happened near the food court, sending shoppers running for cover.
Officials ruled the use of force officers displayed inside a King of Prussia parking lot during an October shooting of a suspect as lawful. Police officers were physically threatened by Kalen Jackson. Jackson was armed and used a stolen car to ram police vehicles before officers opened fire.
Regardless, Leaf would take his girlfriend to eat at Bahama Breeze. While inside, officers were on proactive detail in the parking lot, running vehicle registrations to see who they could fuck with. It just so happened Leaf hit the proactive lottery, as officers ran the registration on a black Dodge Challenger that came back as being stolen out of Philly. Further investigation would reveal the vehicle was a rental that hadn't been returned. While in the process of towing the vehicle, 26-year-old Khalif Ward, aka Leaf, exited the restaurant with his girlfriend. Leaf began running towards the vehicle until he saw uniformed police officers and the mock police vehicle. That's when he turned around, sprinting back into the restaurant. Officers chased after him as Leaf made his way into the kitchen, where an employee witnessed him toss a handgun into a trash can. With tasers drawn, Leaf would be placed into custody while officers dug through the trash, locating a .40 caliber Glock with a switch. The employee would provide police with a statement and identify Leaf as the one he saw throw the gun away. Leaf would be held in a county jail over the next 4 months while the feds looked into his criminal record. Back in 2019, Leaf was convicted of felony possession of a firearm and sentenced to 11.5 to 24 months. Because of his record, the feds would indict Leaf Ward for possession of a machine gun and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. It would take 9 months of fighting his case before reaching a plea deal. Leaf Ward would agree that the courts may impose a maximum sentence for possession of a machine gun, which is 10 years, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, which is 15 years, totaling to 25 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all gotta learn how to get out of these places, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause y'all gonna keep a blick regardless. I already know that, but y'all gotta, man, bro. But it's like at the same time you say that, and it's like, who knows how much money he was really getting off rap for real? You feel me? But assuming that he was rapping and doing other things, bro, I feel like there was ways you can get money and get up out of there, bro. Like, all y'all upcoming rappers and stuff, I need to realize, bro, I know you probably want to stay in your city to be whatever, loyal, whatever the case may be, or you got a lot of people that's in that city that need you, and you, I don't know, and you feel like you can't make music if you're not in the city because you can't be close to whatever gang. You gotta get over that. You gotta get over that because your family needs you, but now you sitting in the jail. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I real life mess with Leaf Ward, bro. I like Leaf Ward music, bro. I react to some of his songs on here in the past and stuff, bro. Like, man, bro, it's like all the good rappers is getting locked up, bro. Like, damn, bro, y'all gotta start leaving these environments.
A $500,000 fine. Leaf would further agree that if he violates his supervised release, the original...
And you agree to the plea, so like you know what you agreed to in your last case. And that's why he threw the blick, though. That's why he threw the blick. But it's like, nigga, you know what you agreed to, bro. And you still in this city risking it every single day. When presumably, I would think he didn't have to do that. You know?
Term of imprisonment may be increased by up to 2 years on each count, to where he would not only have to serve the original sentence, the time would increase, and he'd receive no credit for time spent on supervised release. Now, Leaf Ward and the government came to an agreement that he'd receive 46 months in prison, or just under 4 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release. With that being said, it's up to a judge to make a final decision, but 46 months is expected to be the end result. Sentencing has been set for January 23rd, 2025. So essentially, a date with his girlfriend while driving a stolen rental with a switch on his side could potentially cost Leaf Ward his career. Now, 27 years old, he'll be over 30 by the time he's released, and statistically speaking, not many rappers blow over 30 years old, and not many rappers can make a comeback after prison. Now, this is an example of the lifestyle you live being your downfall. He was caught with a gun previously, so he can never possess guns again at any point in his life.
I ain't gonna lie though, he's saying that, but I feel like the way Philly's setting right now, if he get out in 4 years, bro, and the way Philly have it, and they could potentially keep going and bring even more different, because you got to think the Philly wave, okay, we have Meek and all them, then out of nowhere, you got all the rock. The hip rockers came out of nowhere, you got all of them. Now they got the drill wave busting, Skrilla busting. So who knows, feel me? They can keep this going, bro, and people, you know what I'm saying, keep putting Leaf Ward name out there and stuff like that, bro. I feel like he'll be all right, man. I feel like him being 30 ain't gonna change nothing for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He's a drill rapper living in one of the deadliest cities in America, where rappers literally, they're just going, you know? Everybody, maybe not everybody, but Philly is very much Chicago, New Orleans, Jacksonville. Philly is very much active. All you gotta do is just jump on Google. Maybe it's not rappers you're aware of, but the streets in Philly are very much active. And if you're gonna be rapping about certain things, you gotta be part of the program, and you're gonna get taken off the fucking map. So for Leaf Ward, while he, you know, traveled to a restaurant outside of Philly, which is definitely smart, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's trying to get recognized and killed. He was in a vehicle that was reported stolen, which he may not have known. And also apparently had a Glock with a switch, which there's no beating that. You know what I mean? Like, you could have taken an extra step and got your girlfriend, had her get a gun license, she keeps the gun in her purse, but you can't have a switch on that motherfucker regardless. She could have just had a regular Glock.
Right.
A switch in Bahama Breeze is crazy, but this is a part of living.
It's crazy, but like you said, like you about to say, it's part of living that life. It's crazy, but it's mandatory because you don't work on them switches. You feel me? And then it's like he technically, yeah, he right. He did take a lot of precautions. He went outside of Philly. But the only thing is, who knows if he, but let's be honest, bro. He probably knew that was, you know what I'm saying? There's a good chance he probably knew, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Now, he could have went an extra step, and maybe if his girl had a car, they could have drove her car. That's possible. You feel me? But who knows how much his girl know? You feel me? If I feel like I can't put that on her. You feel me? But if his girl know how he living, which I'm sure she do, then you feel me? She should have maybe even offered, honestly. But like I said, you can't put that on her, bro. She not making these decisions. He making them. You know,
living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? He has to be ready at all times for the worst thing to happen. So he gotta have it on him. And all it takes is a bored ass police officer in the parking lot to run a registration, see the shit stolen. And I mean, bro, it was just his reaction. Had he saw what was happening and didn't make a move, you know, they probably would have found his fingerprints inside of the stolen vehicle, whatever. But that would have happened at a later time. He would have been able to Uber home from the restaurant. But just out of reaction, he runs up thinking he's about to check the fucking tow truck driver, and then he sees all these cops, and the cops see him. He takes off, they go after him, and they get him. So looking back on the situation, there's 100% ways you could have did this better, but if you want to just avoid all of the fuck shit, avoid the lifestyle in its entirety, and that's what's hard to do, especially when you want to be a rapper. So for y'all motherfuckers,
you want to stay alive, because you could try to avoid whatever you want. Somebody catch you, you get switched teeth.
Fuckers that's watching this shit, take note, because he was on the fucking rise. His music is fire. Who he's collabing with is fire. I didn't know shit about Leaf Ward until Millie's put me on. Millie's invited me to one of his shows in Boston. I met Albial in the club after the fact, but Leaf Ward was supposed to be there, and he wasn't there. Mind you, this is his biggest feature. Leaf was supposed to be performing that motherfucker everywhere, but he wasn't there for whatever reason. And just because you're on the rise and you're willing to reject deals, that doesn't mean a stupid decision can't cost you every fucking thing. And that's the message of this video. Not that another rapper got time for a switch, but the simplest fucking decision can knock you off a path to greatness.
Can't no part, all you know is kick back, run up on me back, get back, 911. Somebody's son did die, we need police on dispatch.